Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining another LeadSquared webinar. I'm Vaishnavi Shetty, and I work in the marketing department of LeadSquared. Today's topic of discussion is unlocking new dimensions in edutech communication. There are over 15,000 edtech startups in India, and standing out in this crowded edtech market is not an easy job. And to tackle this, we have with us our experts, Shreya Srikumar, who is a solutions consultant at Wati, and Sai Oberoi, who's a solutions consultant at LeadSquared. They'll be bringing their years of experience and product expertise to help you with your student engagement strategy. Today, they'll be discussing the best ways to integrate WhatsApp API in your student communication and help you create frictionless student experiences with a combination of Vati and LeadSquared. Now, before we begin, I would like to bring your attention to the bottom right of your screen. We have a chat tab and a questions tab there. We would love to hear your thoughts and questions. At the back end, we also have with us Mohit Sharma from Wati and Abhishek Sharma from LeadSquare to answer any and every questions of yours. So do not hesitate to put them down there. And in any case, anything gets missed, we'll take them up at the end of the session. We'll also have some polls up, so please do engage as we would love to know more about you. So without further ado, let's begin. Just a second, I think Shreya is facing some issue.
Hi,
Um,
Vaishnavi. I'm here.
Shreya, can you just reload? We cannot see you. I think.
Let me just do that.
Yeah.
Can you see me now?
Not yet.
Okay.
You can.
I think it should load in a couple of seconds. Shall I go ahead anyway?
Sure. Yeah. Okay. I think
And,
audience is saying they're able to see you, so it's fine.
all
Great.
right.
Okay. So I'll move off screen now. So yeah, take it ahead. Bye.
Thank you, Vaishnavi. Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for taking your time. So, like Vaishnavi said, I'm Shreya. I work with Wati, and I'll be taking you through how you can use WhatsApp API to engage with your students and use it for other edtech purposes as well. So, let's get started. So first things first, you might be wondering why you need to look at WhatsApp as a channel for your EdTech solutions. There are a couple of points to keep in mind that really make WhatsApp stand out. With its global reach, you can engage with your students all around the world. And personally, also, you might have noticed that receiving a notification on WhatsApp is much more preferred than like a standard email to end users in this day and time. Next, immediate communication. So by sending out a WhatsApp message in real time to your students, you can immediately notify them of certain events or even things that are happening without them having to wait for a reply or waiting for a message to come back. Next, fast response. So WhatsApp API allows you to respond instantly to messages within seconds.
Shreya, we are having difficulty hearing you. Can you please rejoin once? Uh,
Hi, sorry about that. I hope you can hear me again.
yes. Is Shreya? Are you able to hear Shreya?
I can hear him now. Yep.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay, I'll just get
Sorry
on.
about that. Yeah. But the most important thing that makes WhatsApp stand out is the high open rates of communication you get. So, when certain brands or businesses send out messages on WhatsApp, users typically tend to open those messages a lot more than they would an email notification or an SMS. So, you can even have up to a 98% open rate when you send these messages out. Last but not least, the level of security that is offered by WhatsApp also makes WhatsApp a leading contender for your communication channel. Up next is the WhatsApp ecosystem. So, WhatsApp or Meta have created three different versions of WhatsApp. WhatsApp Messenger, which we all use on a daily basis for our communication purposes. The next version is WhatsApp Business, which is normally used by small businesses to interact with their customers. And the last and the only commercial version of WhatsApp is WhatsApp API. Now, WhatsApp API is also the most powerful version of WhatsApp, and it gives you some functionalities that you will not find in the other two versions. Some of them are you get access to a shared team inbox. You can send out bulk broadcasts to your team. So you might ask questions, right? So you can set up chatbots that will take care of answering these frequently asked questions, thereby reducing the manual effort on you and your customers. So this is one of the advantages of WhatsApp API. So let's take a look at how you can use all of that going forward. So with WhatsApp API, there are some advantages. So let's take a look at all of those, and I'll also walk you through some of the limitations. So let's look at the advantages first. Number one, you get multi-device access. So looking at it from a broader perspective, in order for you to start using WhatsApp API, you need to sign up with a service provider such as Wati. So if you do sign up for Wati, some of the features that you'll get access to are number one, multi-device access. So you can connect to multiple devices simultaneously.
Can hear you, Shreya. Continue,
Yeah.
please.
Yeah. You and your team can get access to one Wadi account where you can collaboratively work and reply to your customers' responses. So it will be a unified platform where you and your team can take care of all inbound and outbound communication. The next thing, is, of course, is broadcast or mass messaging. So as you sign up for a WhatsApp API service, you will have access to higher limits of messaging. So as and when you continuously use WhatsApp API, you will get access to higher limits, which will allow you to reach a much wider audience. For example, if you move to the highest tier of a WhatsApp API account, you will have no cap on how many messages you can send out, which ideally means you can send out broadcast messages to even millions of customers in a single day itself. And it's also very simplified. You can send out these broadcasts with a single click of a button. The next thing is creating customer segmentation. You can filter your audience based on certain parameters or categories that you take into consideration and target them specifically. The next one is connected to that. You can use these targeted audiences to send them targeted campaigns or ads or promotions, whatever you may need. Automations, like I said, you can set up chatbots to take care of customer service queries. Okay. Team, I'm really sorry about the lag here. I sense that there's a lag. The next thing, like I said, was automations. So there are many different types of automations that you can set up. For example, you can send out default automated messages whenever someone messages you, or you can send out messages based on certain questions that your customers are asking you, or you can even design chatbots to take care of even end-to-end support requests or questions that you may get. Of course, some other things are you can customize your broadcast messages, you can track your messaging volume, and you can get insights into your WhatsApp accounts analytics. So we will give you access to these analytics and these reports, and you can use this to make other decisions going forward. However, there are some limitations with this version of WhatsApp API that you need to know about as well. Some of them are number one, when you sign up for a service provider like Wati, your WhatsApp business number becomes a WhatsApp API number. So you will have to utilize one single service provider at one particular point of time. So if you sign up with Wati, you will be able to manage your WhatsApp communication only from within Wati and not regularly from your own WhatsApp app on your phone or your desktop. Next thing, some messages that you send out to your customers. In fact, the first messages that you send out to your customers will have to be pre-approved by Meta. So you will be creating what are known as templates and submitting them to Meta for approval. And after Meta approves this message, you will be able to start using them. Now, this is a process that is set in place by Meta. And if you follow these steps, you can really leverage WhatsApp API for your business communication. Next thing, once you get a WhatsApp API account, you will no longer be able to create groups or be part of any groups on WhatsApp. and you cannot place audio or video calls to your customers and the other way around as well. So basically the calling button gets disabled for your WhatsApp account. Now, whenever you have a conversation with anyone, whether it's a new customer or an existing customer, every conversation kind of has a timer of 24 hours set against it. So if I send you a message today at 11 a.m., the same conversation, so everything we speak for the next 24 hours will be counted as part of the same conversation. And your pricing or how much you pay Meta and conversation fees is also dependent on this 24-hour model, which is known as conversation-based pricing. And lastly, and actually this is the most important one, it is mandatory that you have a Facebook Business Manager account that is verified by Facebook in order for you to sign up for WhatsApp API. Now, again, this is a mandatory regulation. So, if you're looking to sign up with Wati, you will require a verified Facebook Business Manager. So the two most important things you need to sign up are, number one, a WhatsApp business number that you have registered with your business and a verified Facebook Business Manager. If you have these two things ready, you can go ahead and sign up immediately as well. Next thing, like I said, you and your team will have multi-device access to one single Wati account. So if I were to add myself and 4 other team members to a single Wati account, each of us will be able to access Wati from the desktop app or even from the mobile app that's available for both Android and iOS. So to reiterate, WhatsApp conversations can only be handled from within the Wati app. You can choose to access it either through desktop or to mobile. That's completely up to you. Next, so we work with a lot of businesses that use Wati for their business communication, and all of these businesses belong to different segments. So some examples that you can see here are EduTech, which we will be looking at in detail, HR, finance, e-commerce, fitness, real estate, and banking, and many, many more. Each day, we actually get a lot of new different types of businesses that start using WhatsApp API for their business communication. Now, let's dive into Wati for EdTech itself. So if you use WhatsApp API for your particular EdTech business, here are some of the things you can use it for. Number one, you can use it for your communication pertaining to admissions and enrollment, student and parent communication or announcements that you might be sending out, academic administration and coordination. This could be communication to your students or even your parents, event and webinar management, and learning and development support. So one of the things that is most commonly used is event and webinar management, even outside the EdTech use case. So if you set up a meeting with someone, you can send them automated reminders or alerts, nudging them to join the meeting itself. So let's move on to the next one. So there are some examples that we've inserted for you, and we'll look at those as well. So if you see here, this is an example of an educational content or an offer that you're sending out to your customers. You can send them a message that looks something like this. Of course, you can send it out as a broadcast as well. So with a single click, you're able to send it out to a much larger audience. So if you see here, you can add buttons to these messages that you send out that you can utilize to redirect them to your website or your sign up page as well. Similarly here, this is an example where we've sent out a message for a personalized learning consultation. Similarly, we've attached a link to help the user get started immediately. And here is another one for signing up or registering for an event. Here are some more examples. So if you see the first example here, we've sent out an educational video as part of a message that has gone out to a user. So in this case, we are trying to get them to watch the content while engaging them on WhatsApp itself. So as part of the button, we directly redirect them to the video, and they can simply continue the learning process within their phone itself. There are a couple more examples here. You can take a look. Please let me know if there are any particular types of messages you want to send out, and I can show you those as well. Here is an example where we've sent out parent-teacher announcements or info to the parents. Number one is student performance. So you can even use, you can customize your messages depending on the student or parent that you're communicating with, and send out messages like these. You can send them messages about the student performance, like you can see here, or you can send out your class schedules. You can send those students class schedules in this particular manner, or you can even send out messages that will remind them about the upcoming parent-teacher meetings. So these are some examples that we've put together to show you some of the most commonly used ways of WhatsApp. Now, here is a business that actually uses and used Wati in order to boost their WhatsApp communication with their students. So let's look into that. So 21K School came to Wati looking for a WhatsApp communication system. And here are some of the things they've achieved by moving to this channel. Number one, they've had 72% customer acquisition boost in only 11 months, a 40% increase in revenue, and they've saved $10K on customer support, 200% agent productivity rise, and 85% sales boost in 10 months. Now, the interesting thing for me is how they saved on customer support specifically, because you can leverage Vati's automations and chatbots to take care of pretty much any questions that come to you and utilize the bots itself to answer the questions that come in, and there'll be much more less manual intervention from you and your support team. So there are some other new features that we've introduced as well that we find a lot of businesses are now adapting and they're utilizing it for their communication. And I'll just take you through a couple of them. Number one is adding a coupon code option in templates. So like I was telling you earlier, you'll have to create these messages called templates in Vati, get them approved by Meta, and then you can start using them. You can send them out as broadcasts after you get them approved. So while creating these templates, we had limited options earlier. So we've introduced these new features. So when you create a template in Vati, this is what the page will look like, and you can add your content and you can completely customize it. What we've introduced is a copy coupon code option within the template creation page itself. So for example, if at the moment you send out broadcasts and if you send the coupon code as part of a big message, your users will have to kind of copy it or look at it and type it out, right? So by using this option, you can actually just enter the coupon code you want to send out. And the moment someone clicks on that button, the coupon code will get auto-copied and they just have to go and paste it wherever they need. So you can also send out your promotions or your campaigns with this particular option that makes it easier for your users to copy the coupon codes. Of course, there are many other types of buttons you can add as well. Please make sure to check that out in our support page. The next thing is adding catalogs. So if you are a business and if you've set up your shop on WhatsApp, or if you've set up your WhatsApp catalog, it basically means you can display the products or services that you offer within a shop option in WhatsApp itself, right? With this particular new feature of adding catalogs via templates, you can send out the products and services that you've set up as messages to your customers. So you don't have to wait for them to come to your WhatsApp shop and browse through the products. You can actually send it out directly to your customers so they can browse within the single message you've sent them itself. And the last new feature I'm going to be talking about is adding carousels via templates. So other than catalogs, there also might be other things that you want to send out to your users. It could be things like courses that are on sale or popular courses at the moment, whatever it may be. You can put them in a form of a carousel. So within a carousel, you can basically add 5 cards or 5 images, and you can send these out to your users. So again, they can browse through it and make a decision. So your carousel will appear something like this, and your users will be able to scroll within the 10 images that you've added, and they can pick one that they like. And of course, you can even redirect them by adding a button. So we've created an exclusive offer for you. If you are willing to sign up with Wati, please make sure to scan the QR code you see on my video or on this page, and you can check us out. Thank you so much. I hope this was helpful.
Thank you so much, Shreya. Thank you for running us through the WhatsApp requirements that Wati can provide. And for the next upcoming session, I'll be taking it up. So just give me a moment, people. I'll just share my screen. By the time, since Shreya has already shared the importance of WhatsApp in today's world, and how a communication channel in between can help you leverage the overall conversion rate and increase that for you. So all of that can be done seamlessly with the help of a communication platform, obviously. And when it actually goes ahead and uh, shakes hand with one of the tools like a CRM, what power it can give you to go ahead and engage with your students in real time, whether you are an edtech, whether you are an education institution. All of that we will show you in today's session. So if anybody can confirm if my screen is visible for you.
Yes, I can see it.
Thank you, Shreya. So we will let you know that how you can engage with all the students that you're having, right from the lead capture stage to the conversion and beyond. So how you can leverage the power of both the platforms at one single place, and we'll let you know that how LeadSquared can help any of the organization which is into education or edtech or in multiple domains as well, and how we can streamline the entire process for you. Have a one-to-one conversation with the student without leaving the platform, and also having a 24/7 student engagement program wherein it is a straight through process and the counselor intervention is minimal. And we can also optimize your overall inquiry qualification, so the enrichment and all can happen directly from the platform itself, and you can do targeted engagement and re-engagement campaign without leaving the single platform. So we've been trusted by more than 800 organizations worldwide in education and edtech sector. And if you talk about LeadSquare's capability in this particular domain, we offer a plethora of features and products that you can leverage to your needs. And we offer paperless admission where the portals and everything can come into picture. The payment integration, application tracking, and self-serve application forms can be given for the student so that the journey is smooth and seamless right from the beginning itself. We also focus on counselor efficiency, wherein once the application comes in, so the journey of the counselor as a friend to the student can also be built in within LeadSquare itself, because in education it is not customer or a seller kind of a thing. It is more like when you are nurturing the student and you are planning the future together for the student so that they can reach the pinnacle of career. So it is more like a counselor and a student kind of a relationship. So here we try and build those kind of journeys within LeadSquare itself, wherein anytime particular student drops off, we can build the journey and create the nudges and triggers right from there itself. We also offer student management, wherein the counselor of yours would be able to see each and everything that the student is doing right from the lead capture, what all attributions they have. They can track all the activities that the student is doing on the portal, filling up any kind of forms or adding any kind of new query. So all of that can be tackled via LeadSquare itself. And we also have a journey builder which would help you to create the process exactly how you require it. So it is not a box that we want you to fit in. We will create the box around your exact processes, and we take pride in giving a tailor-made solution for you. So we can design the communication channel, we can design the triggers as and when you require, all the stages, fields, the portal, everything can be exactly how you require it and as per your brand guidelines as well. Now, with this, we also offer advanced analytics. So there are almost 150 standard reports that are available, and there are many criterias on which you can fetch the reports, create the insight, and you can plan your marketing and sales activities. So it is just one platform which gives you not only the power of sales execution, but also marketing automation. So everything comes into one single platform, and we've seen that there are many partners and the customers of LeadSquared who have increased their overall productivity. They have streamlined all the processes, made everything automated so that there is less counselor intervention and they can focus on better things in the day, wherein they need to do the follow up or whether they need to talk to a student. All of that can be done seamlessly from LeadSquared itself. Now, as we know that right now there can be many challenges if you do not have a CRM partner or do not have a communication partner in between. So if you are using different channels at different places, obviously it is working as silos. So one thing is happening at one place, lead capture is happening somewhere else, then you're uploading it somewhere else, then the team is working somewhere else. And then every department is working in silos. Nobody has a bird's eye view of each and everything that is going on in the account, right? But with LeadSquared, we can make sure that everybody gets a seamless view. and the transition from one team to another, whether it is a pre-sales team that is doing the initial callings or those things, then there is a particular team which comes into the picture, which is going ahead and doing the actual counseling, and then there is application team which is qualifying those applications as well. So the journey for the student can remain one, and how we can actually enhance the power of one with the LeadSquared platform that we have. And obviously, when you are working in silos, you do not have a context that what exactly is the lead stage for the student, or what exactly the last action the student has performed or the counselor has performed. So obviously you're not getting a stitched view, but with us, you'll be getting a stitched view wherein each and everything can happen right from one single place, and the entire lead history will be created. We'll show you some screenshots as well going forward. And then obviously, when it comes to multiple channels, it will take you a lot of time to go ahead and create those same changes everywhere. But if you have a one single platform, you make a change at one single place, and then entirely for all the users that are sitting, whether they are sitting in multiple locations, whether they are sitting in multiple campuses across the globe, doesn't matter. We have those capabilities wherein we can cater to n number of teams that are sitting at almost 100 locations or more than that even. So that won't be a challenge. We are highly customizable, no code platform wherein you can create the templates and all, which can work in different regions, which can work in multiple language, and it can allow real time modifications also as well, being the no code low code platform. Now when you are working in this kind of a space, which is education or edtech space, we understand that for you cost per acquisition or cost per lead is pretty high, because you're working with multiple sources in between, and obviously you are spending some bucks, and what you wanted at the end of the day is conversion, and for that obviously you're spending a lot of money. So once the lead is captured, with the LeadSquared triggers and automations that we have in place, we can create an omni-channel communication platform. Obviously, WhatsApp being one of the most powerful one as of now, as Shreya also cited that it has the highest click-through rate. So once it is done, the basic communication is done. Then obviously, if there is any portal that you need us to redirect to, we can create a portal also for you. If no portal, not a challenge, but the journey can anyway start right from the lead capture itself, whether the student is working in day, night, any point of the day, but they still get some kind of acknowledgement that hey, you've been registered with us. Now at any given point of time, suppose the student drops off, whether it was in inquiry initiated stage, the student was captured, but somehow they are not actually going ahead with the admissions, or they are not very much interested or keen to work on that. Students are sometimes can be, they can be lazy with that. Now if they have initiated the application or they have completed the application, for you that is the most important student, and that is the hottest lead that you can have, right? Because they have the highest chances of getting converted. So at any given point of time, if the drop off happens, we can send out nudges to the student via email, SMS, automated calls, phone calls, WhatsApp, chatbot, anything you name it. We have it kind of a situation over here. And we can build that particular journey exactly how you want it. So drip campaigns can be created, different nudges can be created. You can even time it on the daily basis. So suppose inquiry was initiated today, but next 2 days the inquiry did not initiate an application form. Now, do you want to send them a WhatsApp message saying, "Hey, we've been waiting for you to fill up the application form," or something? So if you want to create those kind of drip campaigns, those can be seamlessly created within LeadSquared. And any given point of time you feel that counselor's intervention is needed, because if you want to create a straight to process, you are in edtech, obviously your counselor cannot tackle those kind of volume that of the lead that is coming in. So for that, it is highly recommended that you use these kind of channels, so that real time nudges can be sent to the students and they can go ahead and make the conversions. Plus, once the student is converted, they have paid the fee, whether you're working in an ethics space or education space, you have one course, you have multiple courses the student can take, we can tackle it all. And once that fee is paid for that particular course, we can send the information to your internal system. So here also we are removing all the manual intervention, sending the leads directly to your internal system, whether it is LMS or an ERP, and the journey can start for the student from there itself. And once the student is enrolled with you, now we can go ahead and put them into service cloud as well. So we have a service cloud which can tackle all the students query for the after admission scenes as well. Now, this is the power of automation, LeadSquare's automation that we can show you over here. This is just an example. So in one automation, there can be more than 75 cards as well. So whatever journey you want to build in, with the journey builder that we have, we'll be able to create that exactly how you want it. Now, Obviously one interface for all your needs. Your counselor will not have to leave LeadSquared at any given point of time, whether they want to initiate a chatbot, whether they want to initiate a conversation, whether they want to have a one-to-one phone call, anything for that matter. We'll be able to do it from one single platform itself, and there are multiple use cases we will show you. And obviously we can go ahead and create a multi-channel, multi-touch kind of engagement with the students as well. So here you can see the same chatbot is working on WhatsApp and the same chatbot is working on the web as well. So at any given point of time you want a chatbot on your website or your landing page, we can go ahead and embed that chatbot there, and the student journey can continue whether they are on web or whether they are on mobile. The seamless journey can continue, and the entire activity history will be against that one particular student itself. And the counselor can also be nudged as in when the student initiates any conversation on any of these channels, so to have maximum conversions for you. Now, it is very easy to go ahead and set up a WhatsApp business account within LeadSquared. So you can procure the WhatsApp account from a partner like Wati, and you just have to come here on LeadSquared, put the numbers over here, put the details, put the webhooks in place, and you're good to go. You can create the templates on your business partner. You can bring those templates over here. It can be multilingual templates as well. And as and when you require it, whether you want to send it via automations or whether you want it to be available on the Converse window, all of that features are readily available. Now we were showing you one example wherein suppose a student has sent you a hi on your WhatsApp business number, right? And an automated message has gone to the student in real time that, hey, thank you for registering, because it is possible that student is working at late at night and there is no counselor that is available at that particular point of time. So a communication can go directly, and here you can see in real time the lead is captured, the source is WhatsApp, the number is hidden, the number is masked for you, and here the counselor redistribution can also happen. So with the WhatsApp guidelines or the flow that you have created on LeadSquared, that if the lead is coming from WhatsApp, if you want the lead owner to change to a certain person who will go ahead further enrich the lead and then it will get redistributed, all of that flow can be seamlessly created. Once the lead is captured, you can see in real time the person has enriched the name is now added, the number is still hidden for them, and any given point of time any call disposition that needs to be added, whether they are interested in which program, they are belonging to which city, what are the next steps, all of those things can be created exactly as per your requirement. These are all configurable fields and drop downs that we have here. Now once that is done, suppose I'm just starting the day, this is my smart view bucket as a counselor, I'm just starting the day in the morning, and I need to see that what all I need to do today. So all the tasks are created for me bifurcated in different buckets over here, and here you can see the converse window. Now this is the place at any given point of time I'm logging in the morning, and here I'm seeing that there are few students who have replied to me and I need to reply them back. As a lead owner I can go ahead and do that. So what would happen is for the student, it is again the same number, same platform wherein they are having the conversation. And for us, it will be in the WhatsApp Converse window itself within LeadSquare for the counselor. So here you can see the communication that the student has made, whether it is from the student side or from the counselor's side, it is all getting captured in the activity history itself. So at any given point of time, your lead owner changes. The previous counselor has left or has moved on, something like that, and you're giving that important lead to a new person. They still have the context that from where the journey started and from where it is going. So here you can see the number is masked for data security if you want, because data is very precious, we understand that and we value that. And here the service window is active for 24 hours, and the counselor can also have a one-to-one conversation, and they can also initiate a call with the cloud telephony if you have in place, and they can put up the call disposition and next step from here itself. So your team also can get into real time and immediate resolution of the problems that the student are having. Now, we can also go ahead and build a flow wherein you want to book any kind of online or an offline class or a demo session. All of that can be built in directly with the help of the WhatsApp partner that will sit in between. We can create those kind of flows seamlessly so that counselor intervention is minimal and all the leads are getting enraged and they are getting the timely notifications of the same. You can also go ahead and retarget and ensure completion of your admission journey. So as we talked about the drop offs or the automation, so with the help of that, if the student has dropped off at any given point of time, you want to re-nudge them or send them a notification to a certain lead stage, you want to segment them on the basis of demographics, you're having an event at a certain place, so you want to target that particular audience. So with the many features that LeadSquared has, you will be able to segment those targeted customers or the students, and you'll be able to send out particular communication that you would want to send to them. Now, it is very important for an edtech or an education ecosystem to collect the relevant documents for them, because on the basis of that, possibly you are giving out some kind of scholarships, or you are giving them admissions or any kind of other benefits in the ecosystem. So all of that document collection can also happen from LeadSquare itself, with the help of the chatbot and WhatsApp business partner sitting in between. So all of those flows can be seamlessly created, exactly created how you require it. And we can also go ahead and keep a track of all the conversations that are happening. And you can also facilitate multiple courses registration if you are an edtech. And you can also go ahead and do the upselling and cross selling as well. So if I know that this particular student's course is getting over on 31st of March, so possibly 10 days prior to that, I can go ahead and create a workflow that I can nudge the counselor or send a notification to the student that, hey, your course is about to get expired. Do you want to register in a new course with us? So all of those upselling and cross-selling flows, wherein you are selling any kind of ancillary thing, whether it can be a book selling or anything else, if you want to bring that in between, that also can be done from one single platform itself. Now, this is just an example of how customizable our chatbot is. So you can see there are multiple boxes, multiple nodes that you can create. It is again a no code platform, and you can create the pre-configured bot journey, which can be placed on web or WhatsApp, both the channels, however you want it. And you can also go ahead and make real-time challenges as and when you want. So there is minimal dependency on the LeadSquare platform as well, and you can be a boss of your own flows and no, the processes that you would want to create. Now, there is one more very interesting thing, which is effortless student referral program. So, if you are in a space wherein word of mouth works best for you, or you give out some kind of incentivization to the student who give out referrals, so the student would not have to go anywhere, log into multiple pages or fill out forms. They can go ahead and refer the students or their friends right from the chatbot itself. So, those kind of referral programs are also available within LeadSquare. Plus, the best part is that you do not have to leave the platform and at given any given point of time for the WhatsApp report, whether it is usage, which template is working best for you, how many total messages you have sent, how many were in bulk, how many are one to one, from the automations, the percentage of it. You can go ahead and filter it out on the basis of different time criteria as well. And you'll be able to see the delivery reports also, that how many messages were sent, how many had an error, and what is the reason for that error, how many numbers were invalid or anybody has opted out. All of those reports would seamlessly be available on the LeadSquare platform itself, and it can give you insights so that you can plan the next steps or your next campaign for the marketing journey. Now, I believe we are running out of time also. So thank you. This was all from our side, and we are welcome to have the questions if you have.
Thank you so much, Sai and Shreya. This was definitely very, very helpful for all of them, I'm pretty sure. Um, Audience, if you have any questions, please put them on the chat board. And we had like a few questions that came in from the landing page. I'll be talking about them, and yeah, we can take them up. So the first one is we are currently struggling with the issue of low engagement and conversion. The traffic seems to come to the right pages, but it feels that the value is lost in the users. I would love to hear some insights on what are the some levers that we can pull to improve this.
Sure, sure, Vaishnavi, I'll take that up. So, obviously, when you are talking about student engagement, that plays a pivotal role, and we understand that once you got the lead, obviously you want to engage with them and convert with them. But if the student is, giving you the information that is basically required, so you need to also have an insight that what all you are doing and what all you need to do better in terms of optimizing the overall communication that you are making, whether the frequency or the recency is good, whether you are enhancing or giving them the value proposition that is required at the time of the student communication, because why would a student be engaged with you, right? That is most important. So once you are giving that value that the student is looking for, then the student is bound to be stuck with you. Now another thing is improving the content quality, possibly that resonates with the student. So you can possibly try and implement A/B testing, wherein you can have multiple templates created, and you can test it out that which kind of template has the most click rate, or which kind of template has the most link click rate, so open rate. Those kind of things can also be done. And plus, you need to engage with the audience, so it can be a personalized communication, like how we get notification from multiple delivery partners, right? And it is a huge rage on the social media as well. So if you send out the personal message, obviously the student is bound to engage with you. And plus, as we talked about, multiple analysis that you could do. So if you have the insights with you, obviously you should plan and plan ahead. To be very honest, that how you are getting the data from multiple sources, what is the conversion, what is the template that is working best for you, and you can plan those strategy going forward also. And plus, you can also offer some kind of loyalty points to sticking in the platform, or the scholarships, or any kind of free demos or trials. Those things also seem to be working in this kind of a space.
Yes. Thank you so much for that, Sai. Another question that has come up is, please provide use cases of WhatsApp API solution for student community. I think we already, Shay already
Mhm.
covered this, but if you want to elaborate a little more on it, that would be helpful.
Yeah, sure, Vaishnavi. Some of the examples that we commonly see, I'll just walk you through them. So, number one, and the most commonly used one is, of course, student announcements. So, a lot of businesses have trouble with sending reminders or alerts and nudging the students to actually take up the meetings or join meetings, right? So, sending reminders for announcements, events, webinars, whatever it may be, is, I would say, one of our biggest use cases. Of course, you can send out messages for things like student performance, or even for sending your content out. So you can send them maybe like bite-sized content to keep them engaged at all times. So they can just keep coming back to WhatsApp to maybe even like rewatch the video, or even browse through the chat to get more information again. Um, I would say, other than this, normally the feature specifically that is most commonly used is our chatbots itself. So when you have someone interacting with you on WhatsApp, you want to give them the information they're looking for as quickly as possible, right? So you can kind of predefine these messages within the chatbots in Vati, and your and your students, no matter which point of time they come and ask a particular question to you, they can get the information immediately by just engaging with you or send you a WhatsApp message, and get the information that they need. And of course, you can then direct them to your agents or take the conversation forward as well. These are just actually quite small examples, but of course, you can use them for any other situation you can think of as well. We can help you set that up.
Okay, sure. Thank you so much, Shreya. Another of the questions that came in was, we are an academy that conducts offline training. What are the steps that we can take for better student engagement? Sai, if you
Yeah.
would like to take it up.
Yes, yes. So there are two stages to it. One is pre-conversion, right? Once a student has come to you, but the student has not taken admission with you. So with the power of a CRM like LeadSquared, you can have multiple triggers that work on different stages, different activities. So the student is also getting regular updates, regular communication from your side, and plus nudges on different triggers. So if I've done any kind of transaction, or I filled up a form, so possibly a message would look good, right? If the lead is captured for the very first time, then that is the most important communication that you can have. And again, on any kind of transactional value, once the students purchase the program, that is again one of the communication that is very important. Plus you can also provide personalized counseling. So if a person says that I need to talk to somebody, you can redirect them or hand over the conversation to a particular counselor itself, and the one to one chat can start. Or the if the person is comfortable enough, they can go on to the talking mode as well. So because in this step, building a trust and having a student centric approach is pretty important. And once the conversion has happened, now the student, what they need is a supportive environment, wherein if any kind of query they have, they can pick that query, they can, and somebody can answer that particular query. There can be service tickets that can come into the picture. So if I'm not received the books, or I have some class related issues or login issues, so I should be able to have a conversation, or there should be a person who's responsible for that particular thing. Then continuous feedbacks and assessment, so the student is also aware that this is, if I have some issue, there is somebody who's listening to me. And then obviously collaboration with multiple industry partners, or the practical knowledge that students should get. All of those can be created over here, and those kind of communications can also be sent via the WhatsApp channel itself. So those can certainly be helpful for you.
Okay. Thanks so much, Sai. Another question that has come in from the on the chat is by from Miriam, which is, what is the difference between Vati HubSpot integration and Vati LeadSquared integration? Yeah.
So I'll take that, Vaishnavi. So Miriam, to answer your question, if the CRM that you're currently using is HubSpot, specifically for tracking your contacts and leads, and even deal creation, the Wati HubSpot integration helps you do just that. So based on engagement or conversations you have with users on WhatsApp, you can convert them into contacts, leads, or even deals in HubSpot. Is currently what you can do with the HubSpot integration. Now, of course, after you get the information into HubSpot, you can completely set it up. You can set up triggers, automations, whatever you need, depending on HubSpot's offerings. Whereas with LeadSquared, you can design your entire user journey with the use of LeadSquared and Wati or WhatsApp in this particular case. So what I mean by that is you can set up very specific rules or automations depending on which stage of the journey a particular user is with you, right? So for example, if they're a completely new lead, you can define, let's say, 5 things that need to happen depending on certain criteria. And as they move to the next step, you can then again have some other automations happen as well. The point being, you can design an entire journey based on which stage of communication you're currently in with this particular user, and set up all of these things to happen automatically through LeadSquared. So whether it is sending out a WhatsApp message or sending out a broadcast or anything else, you can completely take control of designing those things within LeadSquared itself. So
Yes.
that's the
Just to
primary
adding
difference.
on to that, Shreya's point, we also have Converse window wherein the person can have one-to-one conversation with the lead without leaving the platform. So for the student, the interface is WhatsApp, and for the counselor of yours, they are just working on LeadSquared with your official business number. They do not have to use their personal mobile numbers to have a one-to-one communication over WhatsApp, and you can also track that what kind of communication the person is having. And now the same is available on their mobile apps as well. So if they are not on the go, they can still go ahead and reply from their mobile phones as well.
Okay. Um, I'm sure that was helpful, Miriam. I don't see any other questions coming in. I think all the questions have been picked up by Mohit or Abhishek. So I think this brings the sessions to the close. If you have any other questions, you can drop us an email and we would definitely get back to you. And we'll also have a recording and both of the decks there for you. So if you want to look back at it, if you would like to try out LeadSquared and Vati for your institution, do book a demo. I'll have a link up here on the left side of your screen. So if you would like to do that, please do so. Thank you so much for joining, taking your time and joining us today. Thanks again, Shreya and Sai, for like helping us out with how we can make student engagement better than ever. So that is it for today. See you again. Bye.
Thank you. Thank you, Vaishnavi.
Thank
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you,
everyone.
everybody,
you,
for joining in. Thank you.
everyone.
Have a
Bye-bye.
good day.